I wanted to get my money's worth. That was a primary concern to me. I realized with grad school, you do so much research into numbers, employment rates, alumni connections, and regions and areas where people who go to the school have been to. But then I also really wanted a fantastic legal education. I wanted to come out of this basically at graduation ready to fight someone's case. And that's what I found here.
I wanted to be someone who was involved on campus and someone that had a healthy work-life balance between schoolwork and home life, and also wanted an academic environment where I would be encouraged to thrive and have interactions with professors. And my W&L Law experience has exceeded all of those expectations.
So Washington and Lee has had a long reputation of very close student-teacher relationships, small group learning, opportunities for genuine mentorship with faculty. We end the third year with students feeling like they're our colleagues in many ways.
I think the students expect a certain relationship with their professors that goes beyond the classroom even. And I've certainly come to expect that and value that in my teaching experience here. And so whether it's bumping into students in line at the grocery store or seeing students when I'm just out at a soccer game on a Saturday morning, those kinds of interactions lead to a closeness within this community that I don't think you can replicate in other places.
There's a really strong community at Washington and Lee that I didn't experience anywhere else. And coming from New York, coming from a big undergraduate school, you don't quite get that as much. I mean, I had a campus, but it wasn't the same. You're always off campus, you were in the city doing things. Here, this is sort of this is the focal point.
The ruralness of this area is actually a really special thing. I have lived all over the place, and I've lived mostly in big cities. And so Lexington is a huge change from that. But I think it's been really beneficial. It really allows somebody like me to just immerse herself into the experience.
There's so much to do in Lexington. There are so many activities here. DC right around the corner that the balance is almost easy to strike. I went to the drive-in for the very first time, which was amazing. We packed wings and we had a blanket and it was excellent. And those are things that I get to do. They're no longer classmates at that point. They become friends.
We have a very close-knit, supportive environment that we are proud of at Washington and Lee Law School. It's a critical part of who we are. It's why students enjoy being here during their 3 years of law school. It's why they enjoy coming back as alumni.
I love the alumni because they call all the time. It's really great to get these phone calls. Some of the calls are just saying, oh, I have a case that reminds me of something that we did in class 10 years before. Other times they'll call and say, I've got this unanswerable question. Do you have any ideas? So I loved these ongoing relationships.
W&L is such a small place that I think when you find somebody that has either had that same experience or will have that same experience in the future, you latch onto each other. And that's been my experience even now as a second-year student looking for jobs.
My first job out of law school, Alumni Network helped me get that. When I was ready to transition somewhere else to a new city, the Alumni Network helped me get that. So the network's vast and it's strong, and it's affected me even in my short career path.
When I was looking at law schools, I knew that I wanted some experiential learning, and I wanted some clinic experience or something else, and the third-year program at Washington Lee has exceeded those expectations of mine.
Well, they'll all be in some real practice situation, either in our clinics or externships, and in that capacity, they will be representing clients, real clients, doing the kind of work that causes a student to realize and feel the impact of what it actually means to have responsibility.
I am part of the tax clinic here, helping low-income taxpayers with their disputes with the IRS, and I can't tell you how fulfilling it is to give a low-income individual a call and say, we're closing your case because we've settled your dispute with the IRS, and they can move on with their lives.
I really love almost everything about Washington and Lee. I love that I can walk around downtown Lexington anytime. I love that all of my friends live in walking distance. I love that the professors here care about you and want you to do well and will go to great lengths to help you succeed in whatever you're pursuing. Here, you're not a number or a face in a room full of students. You are a name and professors know who you are. The school knows who you are. So you can't hide behind anonymity, but you have a much more personal experience than you would have at almost any other school.